1982 as opposed to 2022. And I think that's going to be their Achilles heel for sure.
Okay. All right. So the Great Debate Show available wherever you get your podcast. Download and subscribe. We're live on YouTube right now. We are also, of course, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Amazon, the Google Podcasts, man, everywhere. iHeart, again, wherever you get your podcasts. Hit the follow button to be notified every time a new episode is up, and hit the download for every episode. And you'll be notified when we're up. And we're up right now. We are all the way up because we talked about the NBA, the Lakers, the Sixers, off to an 0-2 start right now. React to relax. Some of us is chilling. Some of us is saying, all right, we better react. And then we also talked about the Pelicans on how dangerous they could be. And Nick and Terrence seem to think that they are going to be the Memphis Grizzlies of last season. And I would have to agree with that. If Zion stays healthy, this is a very, very dangerous team. I didn't know how good they would be because I wanted to see how the offense worked and moved with Zion on the floor. Because sometimes it seemed like they were just standing around watching Zion, make plays. And then, the offense runs the way it should run when he goes back on the bench. But it looks like they got this thing together. This is a dangerous, dangerous team New Orleans can beat. Brandon Ingram, I just want to say before we move on, I remember telling somebody who called and asked me a while back when Brandon Ingram was about to get drafted into the NBA. He said, hey, Jay, quick question. You're a Tar Heel fan. You watched Duke play against B.I. for years, or no, just 1 year, maybe. I'm not sure. But they knew I had seen enough film on him. What's your take on what he'll be in the NBA? I said, well, if he stays healthy and if he progresses like I think he could, he's probably a poor man KD. Take that how you want it with a grain of salt, whatever. He was like, oh, cool. I think he was actually cool with that. It took a while before we actually seen that come into fruition, but I think we can say now, he looked more like KD on Wednesday night than KD looked like KD on Wednesday night at times. B.I. he's doing his thing, man, and he's showing he's taking the lead by storm. Zion is not the only star on that damn team. B.I., that boy's a star, man. He's a star. Just wanted to say that. The New Orleans Pelicans, and I love their coach. He'll talk me into suiting up for the damn Pelicans, to do something. I don't know. He's a very good motivator. All right, keeping it moving. Oh, real quick, guys. Anybody have any thoughts on Kawhi not starting? Like, what's the plan for that? Is that just for now? What are they doing with that? On why Kawhi is just starting? We'll start with Nick. He did not start. The Clippers did beat the Lakers. What was the reason for Kawhi not starting, though? They just doing this right now because the season just started? He's supposed to be 100%, though, so why are they managing his minutes? Like, what's going on with that?
I mean, I'd imagine they're basically going to take the Klay Thompson approach with him. With him having missed the time with the injuries and kind of having an injury history that he does. Going into a new season and coming in healthy, they don't want to throw him out there and just put him straight to a 100% workload.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll just try to build them into it so that by the time we around the corner, that's the All-Star break going in April, May, and June, that he's at 100% and ready to handle a 35, 38, 40 minute a night kind of load.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, T.
I'm right with you. It's just a little more sophisticated load management. That's all.
Maybe. Okay. That's it, T. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, Kawhi had coming out the bench. He had 14 points, 7 rebounds in 21 minutes. In this game. John Wall had 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, and he had a few big shots in the fourth quarter to close that game out. Kawhi also hit a big shot to close that game out because the Lakers did tighten things up in that game. Paul George had 15 and 10 and 4. So I guess he's kind of the ringleader there with a double-double for the Clips. And as far as the Lakers, AD had 25 and 8 boards. He was 9 of 16 from the field. LeBron, he had 20 points and 10 boards and 6 assists. And Russell Westbrook, man. Yeah, you said it. Say that again, T.
Oh, boy.
2 points. And he had 5 steals now, but he only had 2 points, and he was 0 for 11 from the field. Okay, so again, Yeah, probably should be reacting a little bit to the Lakers, but hey, a loss is a loss. Congratulations to the Clips. This is who Nick and Terrence has winning the West, and I think the Bucks winning the East. I don't blame you guys. I like what I saw, but the Golden State Warriors, they look like they are probably going to repeat. Just
They do look like it.
just one night, but yeah, they do look like it. Again, they were playing the Lakers, and I guess that's not saying much these days, but they did make a game out of this on Thursday night against the Clippers. All right, that's enough basketball talk. We don't do it enough. We wanted to do it. The season just started. Let's talk about it. It's been great. It's been some good games too as well to start off the season. So I just wanted to talk about that. And now let's get to back to the NFL. Before we get into the games, guys, I want to ask you one question. Which quarterback? Let's see if I ask this right. Yeah, which quarterback has the biggest return this week in the NFL? If Mac Jones plays in New England, is it Mac, Dak, or Tua? Dak will be coming back for the Detroit Lion game on Sunday, and Tua will be back as well this week for the Dolphins, and Mac Jones will be available for New England. I think Zappy is still getting the start, but Mac Jones will be available. Let's start with Nick here. Which quarterback between those three are going to have the biggest return? Dak, Mac, or Tua?
Hey, I think that I'll go. I think that Dak is going to have the biggest return because he's got the most to gain, in my opinion. I think that the Cowboys know now that they have a championship window that is very much open because of how this team has performed with him in his absence.
Mm-hmm.
And he also has to come out and play well because his backup has set a standard that he's got to also match because they were very formed.
I'm sorry about that, T. My bad. 1 second. Okay, T, get back in there. Yep.
So I think that Dak is going to have the biggest impact because he simply has to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He just absolutely has to.
Yeah, I missed a good bit of Terrence's take from the end there. Carl sounds like he thinks that Dak's return is either going to have the most impact or is the most important. I tend to disagree. I'm going to go with Tua. I think that obviously the Dolphins have seemed to struggle a little more than what the Cowboys did without Dak. And so I'm going to put a little more weight on Tua's return. Him being able to continue the chemistry he seems to have built with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and those guys, that entire receiving core. So I'm going to lean towards Tua and say that his return has the biggest impact. It is the one that's most needed.
Okay. Well, I'm going to agree with Nick. I agree with you, Nick. I'm going to go with Tua as well. Basically, just because Tua, he was doing all right before he got hurt. Again, hope everything goes fine with Tua. I hope that brother does fine. I hope he stays safe. And I hope he doesn't take another big hit to the head again anytime soon. Want to say that first because the last time we saw him on the field, it did not look good. And the fact that he's playing a football game just a few weeks later, it's remarkable. We're glad to see him, but we hope that he stays and remains safe. All right. Now I'm picking Tua because I'm not picking Dak. Man, Dak is holding the Cowboys back. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop saying that, guys, just because hanging with Mr. Cooper Rush turned into hanging with Mr. Blooper Rush. They still aren't any better with with Dak. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, the offense will probably throw a few more passing yards. It'll probably be because he's throwing to catch up because they're behind, like he does for the most part. I'm just not sold on Dak. After 6-7 seasons, I've seen enough. He's not going to get you to the promised land, Cowboys. I'm sorry. He's holding you back. So I'm going with Tua. And look, yeah, he can probably put some yards and some points up on the Detroit Lions. He definitely can. But, I mean, what do you expect me to say? It's the Detroit Lions. I mean, it's definitely a good game to come back for. But I don't appreciate you coming back this game when you should have came back then against Philly if you were so ready to go. But whatever. We're going to keep it moving. And I think it's time to get to these picks now, guys. 48 minutes in already. Okay, guys, who Who are we going to start with? Nick, are you looking at it? Because I think I have pretty much did everything that I had on my end. So we can go ahead and try to run through the games that you see fit to be, important enough to discuss.
Yeah. Right on. So we'll start with one of those returning quarterbacks. We've got the Detroit Lions visiting the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. The Cowboys are a 7-point favorite. Who y'all got?
Hey, I'm rolling with the Cowboys there. I think the last time I saw Detroit, they were getting manhandled by New England and whoever was playing quarterback for them. So I think Dallas with a better defense than New England and a better offense. I'm not saying they'll get shut out, but they should get beat down pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take Dallas as well, just because they're just because they're the better team, I guess. And yeah, give me Dallas.
Yeah, much as I hate to say it, I'm making a clean sweep on that one. I'll go Cowboys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we've got the Indianapolis Colts, 3-2-1 Indianapolis Colts visiting the 3-2 Tennessee Titans. Titans are a 2.5-point favorite in that game.
This is their second division game, right?
Yes,
I do believe so. Yeah, I think it's holding the first one.
The Titans.
Titans won the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Colts.
Okay.
At the risk of repeating, I'm gonna also agree, and I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Yeah. The Colts, they definitely lost at home the last time, and the Titans, well, they're at home. So, but it just seems like the Titans kind of win in Indianapolis sometimes, and the Colts, well, they sometimes win in Nashville. I don't really know, to be honest with you, what to think about these two teams. I'm so torn between them and the Jaguars in the AFC South. They're hard to figure out, and we're 6 weeks in already. I'm going to take the clean sweep here, and I'm going to go with you guys, and I'm going to say the Colts as well. As much as I would like to be different, I think the Colts will pull it off this time too. If I'm anywhere near being right about the Colts season, they've got to split with the Titans here. So yeah, I'll take the Colts.
All right. And the first, what I would say would be a interesting line of the week. I'm going to look at the 5-1 New York Giants visiting the 2-4 Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are a 3-point favorite going into their game.
Wait, Jaguars are a 3-point favorite over the 5-1 Giants.
You heard me correctly.
Yeah. Tino, what's up?
Vegas knows something. Give me Jacksonville.
Yep. And I agree. I'm taking the Jags as well. As much as I like the Giants, it's time for them to lose, maybe. I'm thinking Jags. I don't know if they won last week or not, but I can see them winning this game where both teams will be, you know what? Tied at 5-2. I'll take the Jags also.
No. The Jags are 2-4.
Oh, damn. I just said 4-2.
No, they're 2-4.
Oh, hell. Well, they do. Okay, well, the Jags definitely to win. But that does make you scratch your head even more. That's puzzling that the Jags are 3-point favorites against a 5-1 team. The Jaguars' defense is good, but they kind of dropped a few here. Let's see here. 5-1 versus 2-4. Yeah, I'm still taking the Jags. Yep, give me the Jags. They know something.
When Terry said that Vegas has to know something for this to be the case, that one very nearly pulled me over to your side, but I'm going to be the first one to set on a pick, and I'm going to lean with the Giants. As you guys have spent the last couple of weeks trying to tell me, the Giants seem to be a legit team, and so since I just came around here in the last week, I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna pick them to win, and I'm gonna put them on a ticket because they got plus odds for a W.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So moving on, obviously this will be time for Terrence to first give his opinion. We have the 2-4 Cleveland Browns visiting the 3-3 Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are a 6.5-point favorite at home. Talk to me.
We'll beat the Browns just because they're pretty much one-dimensional while Deshaun Watson is still out. But I'm not saying they were in the conference because we're just very good at losing games. But I think we'll win that one.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. I'm in a minute anyway. You're good.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with T. I think I'm gonna stick with the Ravens on this one as well. The Browns are I guess maybe slightly better or about the team we expected them to be without Deshaun Watson to this point so far. I think the Ravens, although they may not have quite been from a record standpoint the team that we expected them to be, I think they're good enough to get this one done. I'll take the Ravens probably in a close one.
Where's this game at again?
This game is in Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah. The Ravens definitely need to bounce back. And the Browns, poor Browns. Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens. As much as I like to see if they're gonna, you never know about some of these games. Something's gonna go, left. I don't know which game, but there's gonna be a game or two that's not gonna go as you expected. And this could be one, but I'm gonna say no. The Ravens got to get a win here, I'm thinking. But yeah, I'll take the Ravens, but I got to ask you guys after this week, I'll see what happens. But if the Ravens lose this, I really want to ask Terrence, is he still thinking that Lamar should have betted on himself? Because it's not looking like he made the right decision doing that. I thought that maybe he'd get hurt, but
to answer that, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to answer that, I think Lamar's played great, but I think what's the brother's name from ESPN?
Blue Riddick?
No. Big guy played for the Cowboys.
Marcus Spears, Swagoo. Marcus Spears.
Marcus Spears.
Yeah.
I think he gave a very perfect assessment. Lamar has to take care of the ball in the fourth quarter. Yeah. That's simple. Had they held on to those wins, that some of that was not of his doing. The previous game against the Giants definitely was. So now Lamar's fine, man. I think that it's going to be a week-to-week thing. Should he bet on himself or not? If they take care of some of these games, it's not even a question.
Yeah, I think he's closer to the fringe of that top five than he was earlier on in the season. He started out, I would say, great and has come back to earth a little bit to pretty to very good. But certainly has the potential to still make some noise in that race. Yeah. So speaking of games that could be highly competitive and fun to watch this weekend, we've got the 3-3 Atlanta Falcons visiting the 3-3 Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are a 6.5-point favorite. I want to hear Jarvis on this one. What you got, Jarvis?
Man, after the Atlanta Falcons just did what they did to us, I want to pick the Atlanta Falcons. To be honest with you, man, I mean, look, Marcus Mariota, as I stated last week's episode, the way he played, the way they called the game is the exact way I thought Shanahan should have been calling the plays for Trey Lance and the Niners before he went down week 2 in that horrific injury. That's a tough one, though, Nick. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what to think about the Bengals sometimes. They're up and down. They're inconsistent. The offensive line, even though they spent money on it, it's still not that damn good. But after the Falcons did what they did to the Niners, they'll probably lose this one. They're going to Cincinnati, going up north, traveling in the Midwest. I'll pick the Bengals, but, man, the Falcons are better than what people thought they were going to be. I was told, watch out for the Falcons. Arthur Smith, Dan Pease, these guys are coaching. The Niners got out-coached by those guys this last week. So, Zach Taylor, man, pack a lunch. Bring your A game because they're going to play. And it's not going to be a patty cake walk. They're not going to lay down for you. I can tell you that right now. I'll take the Bengals, but I'm doing it very, very reluctantly.
Yeah, I'm also going to roll with the Bengals. I think that this is probably the part of the season where they kind of turn it around. So I'll roll with the Bengals. Okay. What's the spread on that, Nick?
6.5.
6.5.
6.5 for Cincy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the Bengals.
Okay.
Would you take that spread?
I wouldn't. I would not.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I am very, very tempted to go over the line and take the Falcons to win it.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna hold off on it. I definitely would not take the Bengals on the spread. I may be comfortable taking Atlanta plus 6.5 on a ticket. I'm very and the reason being is because although the Falcons are traveling to the Bengals, the kind of game that they play does travel. Meaning their team is going to try to keep the ball on the ground more so than airing it out. And so running game travels for sure. And so that definitely gives them a chance to stay in and keep the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands. So that gives them a very strong chance to stay in it. I think I will still lean with the Bengals to win the game. But as both of you guys said, it's not said with a whole lot of confidence.
All right. What else you got?
All right. Moving on. We can probably be quick with this one. Because we have two teams that are seeming to matter less and less as the season goes on. The 3-3 Green Bay Packers visit the 2-4 Washington Commanders. The Packers are a 4.5-point favorite.
All right, here's where I get to have my fun. I'm rolling with the Commanders. Something's wrong with Green Bay. Something's going on over there. I liked what I saw from the Commanders' defense last week. I think they will continue their hot play and bother Aaron Rodgers at the offensive level, who can't seem to run the ball at all. I'm saying that because I've had A.J. Dillon in my starting lineup all year long, and it has been abysmal. I'm rolling with the Commanders in a very close win. I will say 17 to 13.
All right, Terrence. That's a bold prediction there. When did you say?
Yeah, man, that's very bold.
Okay.
Enough for me to put a couple dollars on this for too.
Yeah, that's right. I hear you on that, man. I tell you what. In the words of JR, good old JR Jim Ross in the wrestling, you know good son of a. No, seriously, you took it's almost like you copied off my cheat sheet, man. That I was going to do the same thing. I didn't tell anybody I was going to say it, but I'm saying it. Remember last week, I said it's time to react, not relax with Green Bay. Well, I think everybody will be saying react if they lose this one. I see Washington winning that game, going 3-4. The Packers lose, they go 3-4. Sounds right to me. The Packers are struggling. They didn't get Christian McCaffrey. Not saying they need him, but they need something. They're not going to get DJ Moore because there's some news that is broke that DJ Moore is not going anywhere. They see him as a what was the word that they use? They see him as a foundational player. He'll be around for a while. Yeah, a franchise cornerstone. We can use that too. They see him as being that guy, and he's not going anywhere. Good luck, DJ. As AC Slater was saying on Saved by the Bell, good luck, Preppy. It's not going to be good for him hanging around that team. But basically what I'm saying is that I think the Commanders, they're good enough to give the Packers more problems than what they already have. Their pass defense is not that good. The running game, I don't know where that went this year. Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders as well for some of the same reasons that T just expressed.
Well, in a very odd situation, we're gonna have a clean sweep on the pick of a underdog.
Wow.
I'm gonna ride with the Commanders as well, but not for the reasons that you guys mentioned. Actually, it's because of who they have starting their quarterback this week, which is not the once again injured Carson Wentz.
That's right. They
are bringing back Taylor Heineke.
My boy Heineke.
Yeah, and it seems that the guys, just looking at him from last season, seems he's got a lot of fans of his play in that locker room. So I think that helps bring some more chemistry to the Washington offense. And obviously, as Jarvis mentioned, the defense is starting to show some good things. So, particularly if they can get Chase Young back anytime soon, this could be a nice little clip for the Commanders going forward. So I think I'm going to roll with Commanders as well.
And Nick, do you realize what you just done while your Eagles are on a bye week? You just went with every other team in the NFC East for this week. You've already picked the Giants, the Commanders, and the Cowboys.
I did do that.
You did.
I'm going through the week knowing that obviously we're going to remain undefeated. So
no, but these are
let the rest of the division have a little bit of fun.
These are good predictions. You're not being biased at all. I can tell. You didn't even realize what you were doing, and you didn't care. You picked who you thought would win. So I like it. What we got next?
Next up, we could probably be quick with this one. The 3-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers visit the 1-5 Carolina Panthers. Tampa Bay is a 12.5-point favorite in that game.
Tampa Bay.
Make it 20. Tampa by a million. It's clear that Carolina is just trying to get to the draft.
Yeah.
Tampa might speed the process up a little bit. So I'll roll with Tampa on that one.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. I think we get a Tom Brady bounce back revenge game after taking that loss to the Steelers last week. So
Oh yeah.
I'm going Tampa Bay also.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, let's see, and we can leave that one alone. This is fun. All right, we got the 4-2 New York Jets visiting the 2-4 Denver Broncos. Dangerous Wilson.
Take it under. Take it under.
Under is 38.5. Broncos are a 1-point favorite at home.
Take it under in some kind of way. I don't know why, but I am going to just put some kind of faith into Russell Wilson that they will pull out a 9-6 victory. No, seriously. In all seriousness, I do believe the Broncos will pull out I don't think it'll be 9-6. They might get a touchdown. It won't be much, but both of those teams seem to be pretty low-scoring teams, good defenses. I'm going to roll with the Broncos, but not a lot of points. Not a lot of points at all.
Nick, who did you say they were playing again?
Jets are visiting the Broncos.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
The Jets are supposed to win. Seriously. I mean, they look like they're the better team these days. And Elijah Moore is complaining, and he's asking for a trade, even though the Jets have said they're not going to do it. That came out on Thursday. But I'm with T. I'm going to go with the Broncos because they just got to win here, I think. I think they're still going to get it together. I don't know why they're struggling. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I still think that this rookie head coach could get fired this season. I still think he can and should. But I'm going to go with the Broncos. It's the last damn time I'm going to do it. Bronco country. Let's ride.
That's right.
I'm not going to ride with Broncos country.
He is right off the bandwagon.
I wasn't the one on the bandwagon.
Nah, this is me. Yeah, this is all me.
that was Jarvis driving that bus. I wasn't on that one.
Thanks a lot, Elway.
I am starting to pick up some faith in these New York Jets, man. I mean, the defense looks legit.
Mm-hmm.
It got probably the offensive rookie of the year, as well as another very good, young rookie receiver, Garrett Wilson over there. Hopefully, for the Jets' sake, Zach Wilson continues to take some steps forward. I'm going to take the Jets to win it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody interested in Seahawks at Chargers?
No.
Any interest there?
No.
No, not interested in that.
No.
All right, Jarvis. Well, it's your turn.
I'll take the Chargers, though. I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers, I guess. But, yeah, keep it going.
Yeah, I guess I would take the Chargers. Barely. They're 5-point favorite. I wouldn't take that. But
right.
I guess I would take them to win. The Seahawks definitely make that one interesting.
Yeah. Probably should go over.
We coming for you, Jarvis.
Okay.
Say what?
Probably should go over. Sounds like it, though. I don't know. The way they've been playing lately, probably could go over on that. I don't know what the points are. But
The line on the over-under is 50.5.
Oh, damn. That is a lot of points. But they probably go over it. I mean, I can easily see 30-27. So that's over 50 right there, isn't it?
Yes, 57.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. That's just a little nugget for you all, gamblers.
Right on. Well, Jarvis, then we come to your backyard on this one. We got the 4-2 Kansas City Chiefs visiting the 3-3 San Francisco 49ers. Kansas City Chiefs are a 2.5-point favorite.
Oh, 2.5. That's it? The way we played last week? Okay. All right. Well, hey, there's still hope then for the Niners. Look, I said it's time to react. Well, the 49ers must have listened because they reacted. And they reacted by acquiring Christian McCaffrey in a trade. That's the breaking news that happened on Thursday night. I already kind of thought that the 49ers would beat the Kansas City Chiefs anyway. After coming off of a loss to the Atlanta Falcons, I'm more comfortable and confident in picking the Niners to win this game. Basically because, it's a week-to-week league. I say this all the time. And I know teams win 2 straight, 3 straight, 4 straight at times. Teams can lose that many at times. But, man, it just seems like they want you to believe if this isn't real, if it's really scripted. They want you to think that these teams are so good, so they keep it competitive, highly competitive. Look at the Jets and the Giants. Even the Detroit Lions are losing phenomenal games. So, I mean, nobody just looks bad right now, unless you're the Denver Broncos. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going with my Niners, not because it's my Niners, but because I just think it's time for them to, beat the Chiefs, get their Super Bowl revenge from a few years ago. And now that they've added Christian McCaffrey, as Terrence was mentioning earlier before we during pre-production, and I'm not trying to steal this from you, T, but you made a good point. Spagnola, he doesn't. He's got a plan. He's got a game plan for Christian McCaffrey, and he has very short amount of time to do so. So I just think that that's a disadvantage for them. And as good as Mahomes is, and as much as he can light us up, because our defense is down to 2 healthy starters out of the projected 11 that we had from the beginning of the season when we started, I'm still going to take the Niners. I know it may sound crazy, but give me the Niners. And whether McCaffrey plays or not, I think we bounce back at home. We need it. I think we'll get it.
I'm rolling with the Chiefs on that. I think that Mahomes is still Mahomes, and that might just be a little bit too much for the 49ers. But it'll be very intriguing to see them coming out with McCaffrey and with Debo and that offense now. But with all that being said, I'm still rolling with Kansas City. I don't know what the spread is, but I would take Kansas City by a couple of points. 2.5. Oh well, okay. I am Vegas. Vegas is me.
Yeah.
I'm just a little less fortunate than Vegas is.
Right, I know, right?
So it seems the rumor is that Nick Bosa is optimistic. He said after practice that he is optimistic that he will play this week, and so that's the only thing that throws a little bit of pause into this pick. But I'm rolling with Kansas City as well. Obviously, they lost last week to Buffalo. They're going to be looking to bounce back. Definitely not going to be overlooking the 49ers in this situation. So I'm going to roll with the Chiefs to get this one done.
All right, it makes sense. They're supposed to win, right? We will see.
Yeah, I mean, they are the better team on paper for sure.
Yeah.
We see the 49ers kind of overcome what paper says on multiple occasions. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the 49ers win. But forced to make a pick, I'm going to go with Kansas City.
Okay. All right.
And lastly, looks like we got some back-to-back potential clunkers in prime time this week. First one on Sunday night is the 2-4 Pittsburgh Steelers visiting the 3-3 Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are a 7-point favorite at home, and Tua Tagovailoa is expected to return as the Dolphins starting quarterback. Who you got?
Damn, you know what? I said that Tua is probably going to have the bigger return. I want to retract that, and I'll quickly explain why. As much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna pick Dak. Since they're playing the Detroit Lions defense, I'll say he'll have the better return because I didn't realize who Tua was playing. He's playing the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Now, I think Tua can get the job done and the Dolphins can win. But the more and more I think about it, I circled this game earlier in the year. Earlier in the season, I circled this game telling myself, note to self. That's what I say when I'm talking to myself sometimes. Note to self, Jarvis, Brian Flores in Pittsburgh is going to go to Miami and spank his former team. That's the story. I'm going to stick to it. Give me the Steelers on Sunday night.
Right. Jarvis just made it tough for me.
I'm sorry, T.
It's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. That's a great debate show. You think one thing and somebody say something and now you think of something totally different.
Right.
But all of that said, man, give me Miami. I do not have a lot of faith in Pittsburgh right now. And it's not necessarily because of their defense. I just don't think they can score enough to really beat any good team. And it's been a problem. I think it'll continue to be a problem. They scored them just enough last week to beat Tampa, so maybe it's proving me wrong. But I think that's also a problem. So far, the upset of the year. And I don't think they do that twice. Not to say that Miami is as good as Tampa, but I do think that Miami is good enough to put the game where the offense is going to have to score a little bit. They just won't be able to.
Okay.
Jarvis, I'll be honest. I expected you to pick Pittsburgh going into this, and you did, but not for the reason I expected. It was right there in front of you, man.
What did I miss? Nick?
Pittsburgh still is a 2-4. Miami's 3-3. Pittsburgh wins. They're both 3-4.
Yeah, well, or that. Yeah, or that.
That being said, I'm riding with Terrence. I'm riding with the Miami Dolphins.
Of course.
There's enough juice for them to get over the hump. And as he said, they had the big upset against the Bucs last week.
Yeah.
I don't know that I see us doing that 2 weeks in a row.
Right. I would love to see Tyreek Hill and Tua and those guys show out and have a great game. But that Brian Flores thing is, I don't know. Now, again, they could blow the hell out of the Pittsburgh Steelers and have.
That Brian Flores thing is an interesting twist. I definitely give you that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's to shit on him or if it's to shine light on him. I really don't. I'm not sure, but I'm going to say that the story will be, wow, did you see what Brian Flores did to his former team? He knows how to defend Tua and the team. He used to coach them, right? Kind of like what Terrence did last week, and he was 110% right about it. When he talked about Jacoby Brissett. No, Jacoby Brissett and playing Belichick. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You called that, T. This could be similar to that. Yeah. Huh? No. No, I said we would win. I said we would beat the Falcons. I thought that we would still beat them, but we didn't. I was wrong. But
I thought you pointed out about the Kyle Shanahan history.
The Shanahan history about what?
Because he came from the Falcons.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't bring that up at all.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
I thought somebody said it. Maybe I thought it.
You probably did. You should have said it. You would have been right. Yeah, but no, I didn't. I actually thought that another game would end up being the 3-3, but it was a lot of 3-3s, and I didn't bite on a few of them. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Steelers again. Brian Flores is the story. That's the reason why. But again, I hope this is a good game. We will see offense versus defense. I would take the under or whatever the hell it is, though, because the Steelers defense is still pretty good. And if the Steelers go on a run here and J.J. Watt comes back and nobody acts like they really want to take the crown in the AFC North, watch out. Watch out for the Steelers if Watt comes back and everything is still kind of the way it is right now, a juggernaut in the AFC North. Everybody just beating up on everybody, as I predicted. The Steelers ain't completely out of this if they can get this win. We'll see. But anyway, that's it, right? Or we got one more game?
We got one more. We got the Monday Nighter, which also has some serious bunker potential. We've got the 2-4 Chicago Bears.
Oh, Lord.
Visiting the 3-3 New England Patriots. Patriots are a 7.5-point favorite at home.
Patriots.
And Mac Jones is also expected to return as the Patriots starter.
Oh,
it's Patriots and who now? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I missed that part.
Oh, he's going to start?
Bears are visiting the Patriots.
Yeah. Oh, so you mean to tell me?
Yeah, I don't have to think it out of the Patriots.
Hello.
The Bears are putting on the field should not even be allowed.
So Mac Jones is starting? I thought it was just going to be available.
I thought if he's returning, I would think he would be the starter.
No, I wouldn't think so. Zappy's been playing good football. We got a quarterback controversy in Foxborough, I think.
That was your first round pick last year. Baylor played, two good games, I guess so.
We'll see. Let's see how he does against the Bears. I'm pretty sure he'll look pretty good, though. So if they play Zappy again, they're not in a hurry to see Mac. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm taking the Patriots for the reason why Terrence, what he was alluding to on the last episode, we talked about it. George Hollis and the Bears, this is who founded and coached the Bears. This is who will break the record on all-time coaching wins, I believe. He will get that now. If he tied him last week by beating the Browns, the team that he first started coaching with, his coaching career started in Cleveland. And then the next week he plays the Bears, George Hollis. Man, I think it's a no-brainer as well. This will be like Jerry Rice when he got that 100 and whatever touchdown and broke Steve Largent or whoever record that was against the Raiders on a Monday night Labor Day in 94, in the 94 season. And they just picked him up and just like, oh, yeah, we got a game to play, but let's just keep celebrating Jerry Rice. That's what will happen with this, like Belichick. He'll get picked up, carried off the field into the tunnel. This is easy. And if the Patriots lose this one, I will be very, very shocked.
Yeah, I was going to say that you did it again, Jarvis, but, with that logic, I would see the Bill Belichick storyline superseding the 3-4 Chicago Bears, coming to 3-4 Chicago Bears and a 3-4 New England Patriots.
No.
I'm going to agree with it. I'm going to go with the Patriots as well. Not only because of kind of the Belichick all-time wins record that they'll take there, but also just because the Patriots Justin Fields to throw more picks, and he has touchdowns this year. Not entirely his fault. It's just the fact of the matter. Patriots got a very solid defense, and Bill Belichick usually does put out solid defenses. And they're finding a little bit of continuity on offense, so I'm going to go Patriots as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's lit. We ran through the entire Week 7 games. We gave you our predictions to the best of our abilities in the best time, that we possibly could. So that's it. That 90-minute mark is approaching. I don't have anything else. We did NBA already. We did the NFL talk, the preview. We talked about Thursday Night Football. We talked about Zion and the Pelicans, Brooklyn, Sixers, Nets, Lakers. That's it. The Clippers. This is a team that we were all high on. John Wall looked pretty good. He's starting to feel it. That's going to be a dangerous team when everybody started clicking and Kawhi started starting some of these games. And we didn't talk about the Suns and the Mavericks, but hey, the Mavericks were whooping the Suns' ass once again. And then somehow the Suns came back. If they'd have done it in Game 7, we may not be talking about how good the Warriors are and how they could be repeating as champions. We probably will be talking about, are the Suns going to repeat? But that's neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have. It's been a great show. Nick, Terrence, anything that you got?
Quick, of course, we did get the news about
oh, yeah.
Crawford decided to fight somebody to do with, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name again. Not Aaron Benson. Your quick thoughts about that?
Man, the hell with that fight and the hell with them. I was anticipating this. Me and the homies, us as well here on the Great Debate Show, we're planning a nice trip to Las Vegas, and we were going to go live. The Great Debate Show was going to be live for the fight, and that's not going to happen. At first, we realized that it wouldn't happen this year, and hell, it might not even happen in 23 because he's going to have a fight now, and that means that he's not even going to think about another fight until the spring of 23, meaning that we might not actually see him in the ring again until the fall of 23 if we see him in the ring at all in 2023. This is a downgrade. You just beat Sean Porter, and now you're going to fight whoever this nobody is. I don't mean any harm, whoever you are. You're not really a nobody, but I don't know you. I'm sorry, and you're not a household name. I don't know whose fault it was that those two guys couldn't get that fight going, but piss on them all because they didn't give us what we wanted. And that's why we don't talk about boxing much here on the Great Debate Show, because they continue to fail us fans every single time by not giving us the fight that we want and that we need at the right time. And if they do give it to us, it's too damn late and too far past those fighters' prime. So that's all I got. The hell with them both.
I ain't got to add anything. I agree to everything you just said.
All right. But thanks for bringing it up, T. I did forget.
Absolutely.
It was worth forgetting, too. Yep. All right, Nick, what you got? Anything else?
No, that's about it. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my weekend.
That's right, man. Hey,
Enjoy that birthday weekend, man.
That's right. Enjoy, but be safe. And go easy with the tequila, because I know you'll definitely have it.
Julio will be hanging out all weekend.
Yeah, Nick.
This is the Grand Cormino weekend.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
Shout out to Kevin Hart. You're going to see him this weekend?
No, that's his tequila.
Oh, okay. You know he's in Memphis though tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I
Or
could possibly end up at this show. I had a friend of mine call me earlier today, said he might have an extra ticket, so I may end up at the show.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart is kind of a repetitive stand-up comedian to me, so I'm not just jumping over myself to go see it, but I might.
Yeah, that's something that we're going to talk about on the Great Debate Show, because I know a few people that are going to see it. They asked me if I wanted to go, and I said no. I like to go see funny comedians, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not a Kevin Hart fan, like not at all. I don't think he's really funny at all. We'll debate that, because I'm sure somebody wants to get at me and be like, dude, you really do need a drug test. Whatever. I think his movies are somewhat funny sometimes. Some of his commercials can be somewhat funny, but his stand-up is horrible. That's just my opinion. So I wouldn't pay for a ticket to go see that. But I know some people that are, and I hope they enjoy and have a good time. Who is the GOAT in comedy? We got to stop talking about this, guys, and we have to put this to an episode. The GOAT of comedy. We need to do somebody in the music industry. We definitely need to come back to that 50 Cent. Where does he rank? And who is your top 5? How about we just start there? If 50's not in it, and that's fine completely. but who's in it. Because so many people have different top five these days. It's not the same old KRS-One, Rakim, Pop, Biggie, Nas. It's not this, or whoever. It's not the same top five. There's some people that have started to sneak in some of these rappers of today. And whether you agree to disagree or not, I've heard some interesting reasons why, and it makes sense. Times change, man. People are saying LeBron could be the GOAT or is the GOAT right now. Everything changes as long as the industry continues to go on or the game goes on and people keep playing, people evolve, people can surpass records and all that stuff. So we'll get into that. Who's the GOAT of comedy? I want and your opinions, to hear y'all opinions. So that'll be good. We're gonna get to that stuff. Some weekly episodes in the middle of the week or something. We got to figure out a way to do that, or a Saturday afternoon episode. But guys, that's all I've got. And this has been a good show and a long one nonetheless, but it's been a good one. And we covered everything that we could under the sun, from boxing to basketball to football. And the Yankees are down 0-2 in the AL CS. Yes, right. It is the CS. They've already moved on from the division series. They're down 0-2. Those Houston Astros, man, they are something else. They're up 2-0, but it's going back to the Bronx. We'll see how that goes. And then in the NL, I don't know. I thought the Dodgers were going to do something, man. I thought the Mets were going to do something, but they all went home early. All those 100-plus teams in baseball are gone, finished, cooked. And now we're down to who? The Phillies and the Padres? Is that right? Everybody's doing good in Philly. Sixers, I want to know when y'all are going to be invited to the party. Did Doc Rivers do something with the invitations? Let me stop. Man, I'm sorry, man, but that dude is trash. He cannot coach. I'm sorry. I don't know what everybody sees or he makes no adjustments or nothing. Him and John Harbaugh, they're like tit for tat on my list, man. Like, ugh. That's all I got, guys. We're about to get out of here. It's been a great show. We covered everything. If you guys don't have anything, then we're gonna sign off here.
That's the sign off. You guys have a good night. Nick, once again, happy birthday, man. 32 was a good year for me. I hope it was an even better one for you.
Appreciate that, Brody. Yeah, that's about it for me, man. I'm headed out. Gonna give me a couple of these and see what I can turn tomorrow into.
That's right. All right, man. You get into too much trouble, man, and you have fun. Everything that T said, man, I agree. All right, we're out, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all also do the same. Have fun. Drink responsibly. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the Great Debate Show, available wherever you get your podcasts. Download, subscribe. Just wanted to let everybody know that we did the episode, and we did talk about Christian McCaffrey going to the Niners already. He is a San Francisco 49er. He was acquired earlier tonight. Breaking news, I did the reel. I talked about it. I said, hey, the Niners need to go get McCaffrey, possibly Ndamukong Suh. Right now, we could use him in the interior D-line. They went and got somebody. I am shocked. I'm not ecstatic, but I am still happy about it because Shanahan finally went and got a superstar. He doesn't do that often. He goes to get players that match his scheme, but when the scheme doesn't work, you don't have that playmaker that can just make plays, whether the play blows up or not. He did it this time. And Bosa's going to be back probably on Sunday, so watch out, Patrick Mahomes. Run for your life. I think the Niners are going to get this win. I think McCaffrey will play. I think he'll be good. The O-line, how will they block? I don't know. All that remains to be seen. We'll see. But he's a Niner. I gotta check. I gotta do research and everything because we were recording as that happened, as the news broke, and I don't know about the contract that he had with Carolina, how much of it we picked up, how much the Panthers paid for this year. I think he's only due like $600-something thousand for the rest of this season, so the Niners win on that. But I don't know how many more years he has on his contract. How are we going to pay for it? We got to pay Bosa in 2023 also. So I don't know, but we have him. We're definitely doing like the Rams. If the draft picks, we're going all in for the Super Bowl chip. I like it. If the picks, let's get the chip. That should be the new motto. It worked for the Rams. It should work for us. When these guys get healthy, if they all get healthy and come back, the Niners are probably the most dangerous team in the league. But we need those guys back. From Armstead to Kinlaw to Bosa, to everybody, to Trent Williams on the O-line, McGlinchey, whoever else is hurt. We can't get E-Man Mosley back. We understand that. But Verrett, if he's ready, I don't know what's up. Get him, insert him in. Jimmy Ward, we'll see. I don't know why he's just not going to put a cast on that thing and play. He's not catching a bunch of interceptions anyway, even though he's better than Tart as far as catching interceptions. But Gibson's been doing all right. He's been doing fine, but it would have been nice to have Ward back. The Niners are good, man. We just got to get healthy. We went and made a move. And so the Niners are not giving up on this season. That's for damn sure. They're not throwing the white flag in because of all these injuries. Because fortunately for us, these injuries are not, season-ending injuries. But they can nag all season long, though, to where you just don't have enough people to suit up to win games. And eventually you get down to 5, 6, 7 losses down the seasons. You're probably not going to make the postseason. But I think we'll be fine now because of this guy, C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey. I just made some videos and some reels earlier today about it, so I'm glad that it happened, and it happened in our favor. I was worried about the Rams and the Broncos getting him. The Rams came real close. Apparently we outbidded them. So what's your thoughts on Christian McCaffrey going to the Niners? Let me know in the comment section. The Great Debate Show is available wherever you get your podcasts. If you can't catch me live here on YouTube, just go to Apple Podcasts, your Google Podcasts, your iHeartRadio, or your Spotify, or even your Amazon Music app, and just type in the Great Debate Show, and you will find us, me, Terrence Smith, and Nick Ely. And if you would please hit the subscribe or follow button, you'll be notified every time a new episode is up. And that download button, if you could just, click that each episode, we appreciate it. This is what will keep us going and keep us on air. Thank you so much for listening. Y'all have a good night. It's the Great Debate Show. The Great Debate Show on Facebook. Type it in the search bar on Facebook. Jarvis Jeffries, Terrence Smith, Nick Ely. Type any of our names in on Facebook, and you can also chime in with us on the Great Debate Show page or just at us. That's it. Y'all have a good night. Niners, McCaffrey, let's go. Bang, bang. Niner gang.